I predominantly hunt small game with a rifle chambered in .22 Magnum. In particular, I use a beautiful semi-automatic rimfire rifle chambered in .22 Magnum, the CZ512. Where I'm from, sadly, the only legal semi-automatic rifles a regular firearms license holder can use and purchase are rifles chambered in rimfire cartridges. The .22 Magnum is a powerful and heavy-hitting rimfire round that can take down any amount of small game. There are even stories of hunters taking down countless deer, goats and other medium game animals with the .22 Magnum. Obviously, the .22 Magnum is more powerful than one of its predecessors, the .22 long rifle. But visually, how much more capable is the .22 Magnum compared to the .22 long rifle? And in general, how powerful is the .22 Magnum? But in order to understand the power, you must see what it does visually. There will be two tests, penetration and devastation. And I'll admit, these tests are a bit bogan. And for my North American viewers, bogans are like rednecks. At the same time, I'll also not only shoot the .22 Magnum, but also one of the forebearers to the .22 Magnum, the .22 long rifle. The .22 Magnum I will shoot is the Winchester .22 Magnum Super X 40 grain jacketed hollow point that travels at about 1910 feet per second. And the .22 long rifle cartridge I will be shooting is the Browning BPR 40 grain hollow point that travels at 1400 feet per second. Both of these rounds are 40 grains and both are .22 caliber, but the Magnum has a jacket and it shoots about 400 feet per second more than a .22 long rifle does. We will test penetration at a distance of 30 meters on two pieces of wood lined up against each other, and devastation on some water jugs. First up, the water bottles shot with the .22 Magnum and then the .22 long rifle.
Magnum was big exit and large entrance. Big exit but small entrance.
The penetration test.
There's the two entrance holes. Both rounds exited it and hit right there. Two entrance holes. Oh, they came out. One made a dent and the other has gone to Narnia. Actually, you might be able to see one right here. That looks like the copper jacket from the .22 Magnum. Oh, there's another one right here, and that is the .22 long rifle, and this is the copper jacket from the .22 Magnum.
As you can tell, and had probably guessed from the get-go, that the .22 Magnum kicked the .22 long rifle out of the park. The .22 long rifle, admittedly and rightfully so, did put up a bit more of a fight than one might have assumed. Compared to the .22 long rifle, the .22 Magnum had more speed, and of course it also had a copper jacket. A .22 long rifle bullet does not have an actual copper jacket, if you are wondering. Some .22 long rifle bullets may look like they have a copper jacket, but in reality, they have what you call a copper wash. A copper wash is meant to cause less fouling inside of the bore of your rifle from lead shavings from high velocity bullets. During World War II, however, there were a few full metal jacket .22 long rifle rounds produced to use for practice shooting within the US military. There still may be a few of these rounds floating around to this day. The .22 Magnum power is quite substantial for a tiny wee bullet and a tiny wee casing, and should not be underestimated. The predominant downfall I find of the .22 Magnum is how quickly the bullets do drop at long range. The depth of penetration and the destruction on the bottles is more than enough for small game. I will also admit, when I do manage to shoot a hare or a rabbit at a reasonably close range with the .22 mag, most of the time a substantial amount of the meat and also its pelt, is damaged severely. The main reason as to why I prefer to use the 22 mag though is because of its range compared to the 22 LR. Doing general pest control, I do not mind how much damage the round does, but as long as it kills the animal quickly and humanely. If I want to eat most of the hare or rabbit, I usually go and shoot the 22 LR instead. Thank you all for watching. I'm Ben and this has been Doing Things, and I'll see you all next time. Hopefully you got something interesting from this video. Goodbye.